You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our channel. Your policies are a betrayal to workers. NLC blasts Tinubu and the federal government. The leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has described the policies implemented by the administration of President Bola Tinubu as a betrayal of workers across the nation. NLC's President Joe Ajaero, while speaking at the 6th Quadrennial Delegates Conference of the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria (MWUN) in Lagos on Friday, said the present administration has betrayed workers with excessive taxation and hike in tariffs. Ajaero said the president has also failed to honor his agreement with the leadership of the NLC, condemning policies implemented by the government. Ajaero warned that workers will not continue to remain silent in the face of hardship in their country. He said, "We must resist the attempt to tax the Nigerian people to death." He also accused the government of President Tinubu of prioritizing corporate interests over the challenges faced by citizens at a time when the minimum wage is not being implemented appropriately and federal civil servants are having their salaries arbitrarily reduced. We cannot remain silent. These actions are not just unjust, they are a betrayal of the social contract between the government and the people, Ajaero said. That was the submission of the NLC president as regards his view concerning the government of the day. Looking at the policies of the government this time around in the area of the minimum wage and the taxation that comes along with it, the president of the organized labor is out to tell the world that the NLC is disappointed even in the government. Come to think of it, there are so many economic policies that are harsh that the whole country is battling, especially the workforce. And then the NLC decided to push for a minimum wage. In fact, a living wage. That is what they wanted to, get from the government. But then when the president then with his team approved a 70,000 naira minimum wage for workers in Nigeria, the thought was that it might be a respite. But it just seems as if to the NLC, the government is also using a back door to take the money back from them because of multiple taxation system and the heavy taxes that are levied upon the people. And these are not okay. Coupled with the fact that the prices of commodity is so high, there is food inflation already in the country, and also we know transportation is also on the high level right now because the price of fuel, even though it's subsiding, but it is still not commensurate to what people are earning in the country today, because Nigerians want to have a relief, at least a respite from this government, knowing fully well that it's not easy even to make the money. That's number one. The economy is such that even if you now work yourself out and you make the money has little or no value. Look at the price of naira to dollar. It's unbecoming, not to talk of naira to pound sterling or euro. It's unbecoming and it's becoming a great burden even onto Nigerians. And I think that is the perspective from which the NLC president is coming from, looking at the fact that at least they can push the government to pay a 70,000 naira minimum wage. But if the government in turn is now collecting the money through the back door of the instrumentation of taxes, it's been having a very bad ripple effect on the people. It's as good as reducing the 70,000 naira again to another previous amount before, coupled with the food inflation and then the hike in price of transportation and even fuel, because Nigerians are tired of holding large stash of money and then they could buy only little commodity for themselves. Yes, at the conference that the NLC president attended, that is the 6th Quadrennial Delegate Conference of the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. It was on Friday that he made this thoughts known to the public, saying that all these policies that are implemented by the administration of President Bola Tinubu is a betrayal of workers across the nation. And I think the president need to, heed the warning from the Nigerian Labour Congress, also sit down with them again at a round table to look at how they can make life easy for Nigerian workers and to Nigerians at large. Because if they decide to tax the people, why can't they limit the tax to the rich? Let those who happen to be among the masses receive just little minimal taxes, so that the little they earn, they can use it to sustain themselves, because this is very, very important. But it is so unfortunate that in this country, even it is the poor that are getting poorer by the day. But the man says something that we must resist the attempt to tax the Nigerian people to death. I think the government of the day really, really need to be careful. Why should the people be taxed to death? Yes, the multiple taxation system is stifling the people, is strangulating them, and the president need to work on it, look into the matter, sit down with his team and readjust the tax system as at present. It is unfortunate, and it is also very bad if, as the president is trying to work to make sure the economy work, is as if it is at the detriment of the poor masses. It's not supposed to be. The NSC president says these actions are not just unjust, they are a betrayal of the social contract between the government and the people, and this ought not to be. He said at a time when the minimum wage is not being implemented appropriately, and federal civil servants are having their salaries arbitrarily reduced, he said we can't remain silent. Yes, different states are paying different salaries. That is acceptable. If they can accommodate it, fine. So, but then coming through taxes to take away much of the important part of the money is unbecoming. I think the president can learn, glean knowledge from what the NLC president is saying, and let the team sit down together and readjust the taxing system. Let them face the elite, let them collect more from those who earn more, in quotes now, and then allow the masses to go and enjoy the little they have, because all these policies, according to Ajaero, are much more favorable to the corporate world, but no much more favor to the masses, the Nigerian masses, and that's not okay. So President Tinubu, this is a shout out, a call from the NLC, and NLC still have the power to call the government to book, to speak through to power, and I believe the president is hearing. Let him and his team do the needful. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.